On this edition of Newswatch 18, the government of the student body has inaugurated a new president and vice president.
And VEISHEA 2013 has officially started.
The Iowa State softball team won their fourth straight game today. I'll have that story in sports.
And we have quite the changes coming in weather. Winter maybe be back this week. We'll have more on that. This is Newswatch 18.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
So which one do I?
Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, April 9th edition of Newswatch 18. I'm Maria Lazignoli.
And I'm Adam Brower.
And let's check in with Kristy for our weather update. Kristy?
Well, we had quite the gloomy day today. It's been raining for most of the day. We even had hail reports over much of Iowa this morning, but we'll have more on that coming up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the day planner for tomorrow. Unfortunately, conditions are not really going to change too much from they were today, except it's going to be colder tomorrow. So 8 a.m. if you're headed to class, 36. By 5 p.m. only up to 40 with rainy conditions through most of the day. So it's not really going to be too much of a change, but it's not going to be quite as bad as that winter weather we're going to see maybe into tomorrow night. We'll have more on that coming up in the weather segment.
The government of the student body inaugurated a new president and vice president last night. Spencer Hughes and Hillary Kletcher were officially sworn in at a ceremony in the Campanile Room of the Memorial Union. Vice President for Student Affairs Tom Hill delivered the keynote address. Hughes and Kletcher plan on making the government of the student body more accessible to students.
The College of Human Sciences has provided employers an easier way to find qualified job-seeking students. Career Services Director Lonnie Pringnitza helps employers and ISU alumni team up to create different internship opportunities, connect with potential employees, and establish an Iowa State presence for the organizations. Pringnitza says her office aims to increase the number of internships advertised in the students of the College of Human Sciences as well as in full-time jobs.
A group of Iowa State and high school students from the Iowa School for the Deaf have broken language barriers through a video project called Poetry in Motion. The project shows deaf students' interpretations of poems through movement. Coordinator and English professor Mary Swanner hopes to promote collaboration between people from different walks of life through this project. The video can be seen on the Iowa State University College of Liberal Arts and Sciences homepage or YouTube under Poetry in Motion.
A Downton Abbey fiction writer will speak of the women of Downton Abbey at Iowa State University on April 16th. The best-selling author Jessica Fellows has written 2 books on the popular series and delves into the changing role of women, the rise of technology, and the crumbling class of hierarchy in Britain following World War I. The event will take place at 8 a.m. in the Great Hall at the Memorial Union, and it is free and open to the public.
Iowa State professor Seda Yilmaz has received $700,000 to stimulate the creativity of students. Yilmaz has paired with researchers from the University of Michigan and Penn State University in a 3-year project to improve engineering students' ability to generate ideas. Yilmaz says that problem solving is an important cognitive activity for engineers, and design can be a very complex form of problem solving.
A local Christian Peterson art piece is finally up and running. The historical 7-panel mural entitled The History of Dairying features a bubbling fountain centerpiece that has been broken for nearly 3 decades and is now fully operational. To celebrate the newly restored mural, the Department of Food Sciences and Human Nutrition is hosting a reception from 4 to 6 p.m. on Friday, April 18th, as part of the VEISHEA festivities on campus, and the public is invited to attend.
ISU Assistant Professor in Food Science and Human Nutrition has received the 2013 BioServe Award. Matthew Rowling has been awarded for experimenting on animals in his research of diabetes. Rowling's research focused on how the progression of diabetes impacts vitamin D metabolism. He hopes to gain additional funding to continue his research on ways to prevent many of the complications of diabetes.
So, Michael, what is going on in the world of sports?
Well, the college basketball season has officially come to a close after last night's national championship game. I'll have more on that story and many more. This is Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Michael Kramer with your Cyclone Sports Update. Will Clyburn, Tyrus McGee, and head coach Fred Hoiberg all participated in some sort of all-star event last week. Tyrus McGee took part in the 2013 State Farm College three-point championship on Thursday. Only a day later, Will Clyburn played and Fred Hoiberg coached the West team in the 2013 Reese's All-Star Game. On Thursday, McGee made 16 of 30 shots in the first round of the tournament. However, that number wasn't enough to get him to the second round, and the tournament was eventually won by Troy Daniels of VCU. Will Clyburn fared much better in his contest. The Iowa State senior scored 17 points and grabbed 8 boards en route to being named the MVP of the West team. Even with Clyburn's efforts, Coach Hoiberg was not able to lead the West team to victory, and they fell 87-81 to the East. Clyburn has also been named one of 64 players invited to the 61st annual Portsmouth Invitational. The tournament consists of 12 games in the span of 4 days, while scouts from every NBA team evaluate the top 64 seniors in the country. Players participating alongside Clyburn include Kansas's Elijah Johnson and Travis Relford, Miami guard Duran Scott, Syracuse sharpshooter James Sutherland and team leader Brandon Trish, and fresh off winning a national championship, Louisville guard Peyton Siva. The tournament will take place between April 10th through the 13th in Portsmouth, Virginia. The Iowa State gymnastics team placed third at Saturday's NCAA Tuscaloosa Regional, finishing behind third-ranked Alabama and ninth-ranked Utah. This was the highest finish for an ISU gymnastics team since taking third in 2009. The Lady Cyclones connected on all 24 routines, meaning they did not have a fall, a mark that hasn't been reached all season long. In addition, Michelle Sheely will advance to the NCAA championship for the second time in her career. The ISU junior qualified for the all-around competition after scoring a 39.050 in just her third appearance in the event this season. Sheely will begin competing at the NCAA championship in Los Angeles on Friday, April 19th. Last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the debut weekend of the Cyclone Sports Complex, the Iowa State softball team played against the Oklahoma State Cowboys 3 times and won all 3 games. On Friday, the Clones won the first of 3 games 11-8. On Saturday, won 8-6 and completed the sweep on Sunday, winning 9-7. Sunday's game saw Erica Miller drive in 2 runs, which tied the Iowa State record for career RBIs at 134. With 19 games still to go in the regular season, Miller is on pace to shatter the all-time record. Throughout the games over the weekend, the Cyclone team hit .378, smashed in 5 home runs with a .578 slugging percentage, and stole 7 bases, 4 of which were stolen by Sarah Hauerluck, who brought her season total to 16. The softball team played again today in Ames against cross-state rival Drake and won the close contest against the Bulldogs. Allie Kappert hit a pinch hit home run to put Iowa State ahead in the 5th, and the Clones won 6-5. Tori Torrescano pitched all 7 innings and gave up only 2 earned runs while recording 5 strikeouts. The red-hot Lady Cyclones head to Des Moines tomorrow to take on Drake one more time in search of their 5th straight victory. They'll head down to Austin, Texas on Friday to take on the Texas Longhorns for a trio of games over the weekend. After 40 straight minutes of fast-paced, high-flying, unadulterated yet poorly officiated, down-to-the-wire action, and no, I'm not talking about WrestleMania, the Louisville Cardinals defeated the Michigan Wolverines by a score of 82-76 in the college basketball season finale last night. The victory didn't come easy for Coach Rick Pitino's squad, though, as the game will go down as one of the all-time greats. Pitino's team fell behind by 12 in the first half after unheralded Michigan freshman Spike Albrecht went 4 for 4 from behind the arc. However, late in the first half, Luke Hancock of Louisville scored 14 straight points, including going 4 for 4 from 3 himself, and brought Louisville to within 1 point at the end of the first. With about 15 minutes left in the game, Louisville took the lead and never gave it back while still keeping the game close, and won by 6 points. Luke Hancock was named the most outstanding player of the Final Four after going 5 for 5 from 3 and scoring 22 points in the finale, while scoring 20 points in the game before. Peyton Siva also had a terrific performance. The team leader scored 18 points, grabbed 6 boards, and dished out 5 assists in the championship game. On the other side, John Wooden and Naismith Award winner Trey Burke of Michigan scored 24 points while only playing 26 minutes due to foul trouble. The college basketball season has now come to a close after a wild and crazy season for the ages, filled with tons of upsets, close games, and an NCAA tournament that was capped off with a game for the ages. And that's all I've got for sports. Kristy, please tell me we're not expecting snow.
I hate to break it to you, but there is some snow in the forecast. We'll have more on that coming up. This is Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Kristy Carter with your cyclone weather tonight. 42 current temperature in Ames under rainy conditions. We have that wind that's also hitting us tonight. We had 53 was the high for today, low of 42. We actually saw almost a half inch of rain, but we are still just under what we need to be for a drought. So tonight, rain. Tomorrow, temperatures fall. They've actually fallen throughout today, but winter is returning into tomorrow. Let's take a closer look at this. So first of all, our current temperatures here around the state. 42 here in Ames, 37 up in Mason City, 32 over in Sioux City. But we actually have the 50s still in eastern Iowa tonight. If we take a look at the current winds, we have around 12 miles an hour from the northeast. These winds are going to continue into tonight and into tomorrow, leaving breezy conditions over much of the state. Look at this current weather around the region though. We have our rainy conditions here in Des Moines. We have snow over in Nebraska, 18 degrees right now. It's pretty chilly over there. Tonight's lows, they're going to get down to 16 over in North Platte. So luckily we are not quite dealing with this. We're going to see a low of around 42. Looking at these clouds and radar that we have here, we had these stars push through this morning, which actually gave us quite a few hail reports into the morning. We had maybe up to an inch of rain, an inch of hail over much of the state. But this is a completely different story than what we're actually seeing right now. We have winter weather advisories and warnings out over much of the region. Here's a winter storm warning until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. This is what's moving into our area over tomorrow night. So we're going to see a few flurries out there, but we'll talk about the totals just here in a couple minutes. So futurecast, here's this rain that we had moving in over today and into tomorrow. It's going to continue to persist through tomorrow night, and then it's going to start to change to snow. Most of that snow is going to stay to the north and east of Ames. However, we are going to see probably at least a few flurries before all this is said and done. How much rain, how much snow are we talking about? Well, let's take a look at these totals. We already started off with almost a half inch of rain today, but by the time this system is over, we're talking about maybe an inch or over, 1.66 inches of rain here in Ames. And the snow, most of this, as we said, is going to stay to the north and west of us. However, 4.7 inches of snow is what we're forecasting for Sioux City. So they're going to see quite the winter weather. We in Ames are only probably going to see just about a half inch. Tonight, 37 degrees. It's going to stay cloudy, rain, and we're also going to see those winds persisting into tonight. Tomorrow, 40 degrees. That rain's going to continue. It's still going to be windy. And into our 7-day, we have our rain on Wednesday and the snow that's going to come on Thursday. But at least for the weekend, we're starting to warm up. We're going to look a little bit nice. And into the weekend, into the rest of the weekend and early next week, we're looking at highs in the 60s. And over on Tuesday, another chance for rain.
Thank you, Kristy. The 2013 VEISHEA celebrations kicked off this Saturday, and Kyle Steingraber and Kate Hurley have more.
The old YMCA camp got a makeover today as a part of the VEISHEA Day of Service. VEISHEA General Co-Chair Rachel Owen says the property was chosen out of a sense of obligation towards the community.
Iowa State is a part of Ames, and so I think that we owe it to Ames to really give back and help with events like this. I think as students, we all owe it to our great university to get a help out.
In addition to helping the community, the cleanup is preparing the site for a new ISU student leadership retreat, which Vice President for Student Affairs Tom Hill says is key to improving student life.
This is an important venture here, and this is to help enhance the Iowa State student experience.
The camp renovation project brought together a wide range of students with a wide range of talents. Freshman Jerry Wellington says that meeting new people is part of the fun.
We met a couple new guys in there, never seen them before really on campus, but turns out they share similar majors with us and they share similar classes, so it's always cool to see people like that and then make new friends, so it's great.
Both faculty and students say that they enjoy getting to work side by side.
My favorite part is actually been seeing Dr. Hill doing a lot of work too. that's pretty awesome getting someone like him out here helping us, so it's really cool.
Well, I think it's great that the university administration has been here. I think it provides a lot of motivation for the students to see them. It's just been really nice to get to interact with them and see them working hard, and I think it keeps us working hard too.
Being able to work elbow to elbow with students, that's what it's about. And you got staff out here, you got a little bit of everybody out here. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful.
With Kate Hurley, Kyle Steingraber, ISU TV.
And more than 2,000 people participated in the day of service.
Last night, the M-Shot became the stage for ISU students who hope to take home the title for this year's Cyclone Idol. Competition similar to American Idol and showcases ISU's best student singers during VEISHEA. This year, former American Idol winner Lee DeWise will host the finals that will take place Thursday of VEISHEA. 12 talented students moved on to the finals that will take place April 18th at 7 p.m. in the M-Shop. The event is free and open to the public. ISU TV will capture all the excitement, so check out the website at isutv.com.org.iostate.edu for exclusive video and photos of the performances and interviews with participants.
And that is all we have for tonight's edition of Newswatch 18.
Tune in on Thursday for more Cyclone news, weather, and sports.
Have a wonderful Tuesday night, Ames.